Hi everybody, how are you doing today? Today I have for you another Does It Work for Oily Skin video. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Drea. I have super duper oily skin. It is very oily, has been my entire life. Luckily I'm not acne prone, but I put my skin to good use to test out face products for you guys. So that's what we're doing today. So this is a fairly new series. This is, I think, the second one so far. And today I wanted to test out some e.l.f. products. So what I have here is the Poreless Face Primer and the, what's it called? Oil-Free Flawless Finish Foundation. These are each $6 US on their website, and in Canada where they're sold in stores, I paid $9. So that's the deal with that. This is translucent. This comes in 10 shades. However, in the store when I purchased it, there was only like 2 or 3. I can't remember. I think it was like 2, but it might have been 3, but definitely no more than 3 in the store. So not very many offered in the store. As for the claims for the primer on the website, it says it's supposed to reduce the appearance of pores, fine lines, and shine. It's supposed to give you an airbrush look, and it's supposed to make your makeup go on evenly with a matte, long-lasting finish. And then for the foundation on the website, it claims to be full coverage, oil-free, and give you a semi-matte finish. So this whole series that I'm doing, obviously, you know, I have super oily skin. I'm not going to be testing out things that are meant to be luminous and dewy and moisturizing. This is about being matte and keeping your oil, you know, controlled. And so I'm testing out things that are claiming to do that. That's what we're doing today. So let's just get into it. So starting out with the Poreless Face Primer, that's what that looks like. That's one full pump. That's actually quite a bit that comes out with one pump. Ooh, it feels kind of moussey to the touch. Nice. So I think one pump would probably be enough for most people. It has that sunscreeny lemon scent that a lot of products have. A lot of makeup products have. Like the e.l.f. CC cream, for example. I don't think this says it has any SPF in it, but it smells exactly like the e.l.f. Cosmetics CC cream. Okay. Yeah, it feels smoothing. So next, let's apply the oil-free foundation. This is in the shade Sand. e.l.f. does really nice packaging for the price. This is a frosted glass bottle. It's got a pump. Like, you know, a lot of high-end foundations don't even do that. So that's much appreciated. Let's just pump out one pump on my hand. Okay, that's what one pump looks like. It is not very runny at all. I'm thinking I'll probably need more than one pump, but let's just start out with that for now. I have here the e.l.f. blending sponge. Last time I used this sponge, it really soaked up a ton of product. So we'll just try it. I'll tell you something, I'm really not impressed with this sponge. It feels nice and everything, it's got some bounce to it. It soaks up so much product and shears everything out so much that I feel like I'm barely putting anything on my face. So I'm gonna put another layer on and I'm going to blend it out with this Real Techniques brush. So there it is on my face. I feel like the color match is actually really nice as long as it doesn't oxidize. The only other e.l.f. foundation that I've ever tried, the Beautifully Bare one, really oxidized on me and turned very orange. So I'm a little bit worried about that. But in terms of coverage, I don't think it's a full coverage, but I think it's like a strong medium coverage. Basically, I can still see a few imperfections, a little bit of redness, but for the most part, everything is covered, and it covered so much better with the brush than with this useless sponge. Like, honestly, this is not a dupe for any kind of decent beauty blender. It's just sucking up all my product. It's not the first time I've used that either, so I know that sponge is not a win. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to set my face with the Stay Matte But Not Flat powder from NYX. As you can see, this is a tried and true product for me, and that's what I like to do, is use like concealers and powders that I know how they perform, so that I know if something goes weird, it's not the fault of those, it's the product I'm testing. So I will put on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. The rest of my makeup is all on my face now, and I'm really liking the way it looks. It definitely looks like it has a little bit of a satin matte finish. It's been on for a while. My makeup took forever today, but it's been about half an hour since you last saw me, and it's settling in really nicely. Like, I feel like it has a really nice finish. In terms of the pore filling primer, I mean, we'll see how well it works throughout the day and everything, but so far I don't feel like my pores on my face are filled in as well as like with my Benefit Professional or my Estee Edit Pore Vanishing Stick, like one of those very holy grail pore filling items to me. I don't know if you can see, that says 10:46, and I've had this on for about half an hour, so we're just gonna call it like 10:15 from when I actually put this on to begin with, and we'll keep it on hopefully for about 8 hours at least and give you like a full day wear test with it. So it's been almost 3 hours. It's like 12:50 right now. I am super impressed with this foundation. I'm actually really impressed for e.l.f. and the price. It's just really incredible. I just blotted a minute ago and I didn't even use like an entire blotting sheet. So that for me is really amazing. It's not breaking down at all, and my pores are looking pretty good. Like, the only real drawback, it's super bright. That's why I don't want to take off my sunglasses. But speaking of sunglasses, the sunglass marks are definitely like there. So that's a little bit of drawback, but that happens with almost every foundation. But like, take a look close up. It is looking super good. I am super impressed with it so far. Just loving it. We'll see if it lasts throughout the whole day, how many hours it holds up for and everything. But so far, so good. This lipstick, I just have to tell you about it. This is the new Hourglass Girl Stilo in Achiever. I love this. First of all, I love the color, but it feels so good. I feel like I don't even have anything on my lips, and it's just like, it just feels so lightweight but yet moisturizing, and it has so much color payoff. I was actually shocked when I first put it on. I thought it was gonna be fairly sheer, but look at it. It looks so good. So there's just a little bonus review for you. So it's 6:54. This is my final check-in. I've had this on now for almost 9 hours. You guys, I'm so happy that this was a good wear test, that it ended up being a great product. So I'm very happy with this product. I mean, e.l.f. can be so hit and miss, and the only other e.l.f. foundation I have ever tried was a huge fail for me. So this being so good, I'm just like, yay. This is definitely medium coverage, not full coverage like they claim. Even when I first put it on, I could still see some imperfections coming through, but you know, not a big deal for me. So in terms of, did it break down on my face throughout the day? I did blot a few times. I did repowder a few times. The only place that I really see it breaking down at all is a little bit on my chin, which happens to me a lot. Like, that's always the spot where it will break down. Just a little bit I can see wearing away right here where I have big pores with oil production. And then of course where I was wearing my sunglasses, like that is just completely gone. So for the most part, it held up really, really well. there is nothing wrong with blotting and repowdering throughout the day. Like, you know, not doing that just to see if foundation is gonna last when you have super oily skin is just not a good test. You know, you have to treat it like you would a regular day where you are going to be blotting and repowdering if you have super oily skin like I do. So that's what I did, and the true test from that is, does it look as nice after you do that as it did when you first put it on? And for the most part, it really does. Like, just like I said, just the chin right there, but everything else still looks as nice as when I put it on in the morning. So I can't hate that. Like, that is a big thumbs up. It's not drying feeling. It did settle slightly into the two little smile lines that I have next to my mouth, which sometimes happens. Even that can happen sometimes with my Smashbox. So I just try to blend that out if I can throughout the day, and it didn't oxidize. So, like, huge win for this foundation, and $9 in Canada, $6 in the US. Just amazing value. Now, the primer, I would say, is good but not great. It's just like a good primer for keeping your makeup on, but I really don't feel like it filled in pores as well as like the Benefit Professional. In terms of the primer, I do feel like where I have the largest pores, right here, and where I get really oily on my chin, you know, the foundation wore away there. So I'm not going to give the primer such a huge thumbs up as I do the foundation. It's a good primer, but I'm definitely going to be continuing to wear these. I have a feeling, I mean, if today is any indication, it's very likely this is going to end up in my March favorites, but I will update you guys in my March favorites. So I hope that you found this very valuable. Leave me any comments or questions you have, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here. I'd love to have you around for my future videos. This is a series that I do every second Thursday where I test out a product specifically marketed towards those of us that have oily skin. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I hope you're having a great day today, and I'll see you around in my next video. Bye, guys.